have to be in abject poverty before you are poor. My dear, if you want something and you cannot achieve it yet, you are poor of that at that particular
She was like, bad the way they wear 3-5, maybe bad you, not bad.
I mean, check your account balance and then you know if you are poor or not. Hello. Welcome back to the Banter Room. Where have you been? Hope you've been fine. How was your week? And I hope it was blessed. My name is Alexa, and I will be co-hosting today with
Andrew
and
my goddess.
Okay. Our topic today is the impact of poverty on children's development and opportunities. Right. So we're not going to give you the basic general definition of what poverty is. I mean, check your account balance and then you know if you are poor or not. Simple.
Actually.
So without further ado, we are going to dive into the topic. So my first question is, what are some of the most significant ways in which poverty affects children's development? Like, what are the things that show in a child growing up that says this one was raised in poverty?
I would say lack of basic amenities, lack of standards, which all of us, we have standards which we want to live, but so when you can't live your own standard, I believe it's poverty.
There's like low self-esteem type shit.
Something like that. I think I don't really get commercial basic amenities.
Yes.
I don't get that part, sorry.
Like eating 3 times a day, it's a basic amenity. It's basic. But I bet some people, since they have been born,
like me now,
it's not
I get
existent.
that one, like me. Okay, I think
Since you have been born.
it's 012 for me.
Since you have been born.
Can you tell us
You
more
know,
about it,
understand
please?
more about don't worry, let's just go to me. Okay, you said that affect children development. I think, okay, going to school now, let's say there are some people that attended public school, and by seeing them, you don't even need to ask that which school did you attend. So you know that the school have structured them. You see something, maybe okay, you are addressing something, so, and even some people attended private school, but in their ways of being, you know, okay, they are behaving like some of them attended public school. So it's just their upbringing, like, you know that okay, this one is poverty for real. There's a way poverty will structure the way you do. So I think in that part I was okay, educationally poverty is affecting children. That education part, sorry.
Me, I would say some things that I would notice in a person that would make me identify this person as poor is the way they carry themselves, right? Low self-esteem, inferiority complex, like they see themselves as smaller in the society, right? They don't see themselves better as much. English. They don't see
that
themselves.
part, I don't think it's only poverty. Yeah, some rich people, in fact, I think maybe because they keep to themselves too much, like they don't communicate.
But if you
so they
notice,
feel
most poor people are introverts.
poor people.
Yes.
It doesn't. It's
No, I'm
not
serious.
with me.
Because
I'm poor, but I'm not.
Because trust me, if I go to a place, right, and I see people that are using iPhone 15 or people that are driving particular type of cars, or they have some big people as their contact, I go, bro, I go there.
Poor people got zombie. You don't forget pride.
Actually, rich people are always introverts. It's poor people that allows it. Just check it.
Okay.
Like me now.
In a situation, if you are rich among your fellow poor people, you get poor people get pride, but you got zombie.
You reach some kind places that you just have to. When they are saying something, that's what you keep quiet.
You just this.
They go like this person gents, but when money dey,
I
na
mean,
there your true color go
they say check your message. I message and na Android they use. You just this.
Bad.
But seriously,
I get your point.
During the olden days, there's like a category. They are the nobles, they are the poor, but it's not like that again. But they see a faint line there, like the rich people and the poor. They are not. You can't really communicate. You can't really like put them together. There will always be like you have to bow down for this kind of person.
So that's where
You are not, you know, be
even
set.
in
That's where the
marriages,
class
the
division
sex
system
class,
comes
okay,
in.
rich people cannot marry, you can't marry this, you can't marry my daughter, take 10 million and get out.
As someone
Things
like, I'm
that,
very
poverty.
interested in fit. The place where they born you, 90% go determine your endpoint.
Where them boy?
No?
Where them boy? Where them
Me, I dey work on them. I don't really, that faint line.
You dey shout them where they boy you now. Where they boy you?
Me, Nigeria.
Moving on, before they ask me where they born me to, my next question would be how does growing up in poverty affect a child's mental and physical health? Like, what are the impacts on psychological basis, on physical basis? What do you think are the impacts?
Okay, let's say somebody that is born in poverty, some people get easily pressured. Okay, maybe you attend a school. You know, some our parents, they actually struggle to put us in places. Okay, maybe they really can't afford a private school, but they are working extremely hard so that you can be among your mates and be proud of where you are going to. So let's say somebody that is in private school, for example, like big school now. Sorry, let me get a question here. I just keep it.
Okay, how does poverty impact a child's mental?
Okay, and okay, you go to school and this one is bringing jollof rice, this one is bringing fried rice, and you know that okay, from home we can't afford that. So gradually you start thinking, what can I do? That's why you see some people, I don't want to say some people who leave school after school, they start venturing into the whole thing. And it's just because of what they are saying. They want to be up to the standard. They feel pressure. So I feel in that way it is affecting their mental health. That's what I would just say about it.
What do you have to say, Andy?
I think, like you said the other time, in terms of self-confidence, if you are poor, you have this kind of low self-esteem, you can't talk sometimes. But I also feel that has a positive impact. It's like you are a raw material. If you can leave that poverty state, if you have seen people that have been in poverty and are at the top of the world, you talk about people like Osimhen, you'll be like, they are always different from people who are born in the rich home.
How are they different?
There is respect. There is for you to like forge yourself through adversities. You have some kind of traits in you that they are different.
True. Yeah.
So it has some positive impact too.
Okay, so I will be the devil in disguise because you both.
You don't need to be in disguise.
You-
Just come out.
You both have been saying the positive part, and I'm just going to
Positive part of poverty.
like the impact on
Okay.
like poverty on somebody's mental health. He is saying he's of the opinion that growing up in poverty sometimes makes you humble when you get to certain points in life, right?
No,
That's what you
will
made an
be
example
humble.
of Osimhen.
So no. I'm talking about like if you live when you forge your path through it, you will like shine brighter, like a gold that has been casted inside fire and everything. Like you shine your brightest.
I get
Exactly.
you.
That's what me. I am of the opinion that most times children raised in poverty most times grow up to be envious and jealous, and those envious traits and traits of jealousy over time they tend to become something bad. I mean, people you most of the time hear of armed robbery, you hear of let's use armed robbery for an example. That did not just come from somewhere, right?
Contentment. I believe they are not contented.
Exactly,
Wait,
because
have you-
they don't have that thing. That is why they are not contented.
Look, in this life,
that
they
is
always
what makes
be
them.
people richer than you are. They will be
Yeah,
people better
sure.
than you are. So you
They
have
will
to be
always be
contented.
people
But you
That's
cannot
where
see
we
somebody
find
that is
inner
comfortable.
peace. It's
You cannot
just
see
inner
somebody that
peace.
is comfortable doing
No,
hand job.
it's just
Did
inner
you
peace.
come
That's
across this video of secondary school children saying you cannot press money clear, you
Yes.
cannot buy iPhone clear? Is that poverty? Are they affected
Yes,
by
now.
poverty? So
See, I just believe that poverty is when you cannot afford what you want. When you cannot afford the comfort that you want, my
You-
dear, you
wait,
don't have
you are
to.
finally
be-
defining poverty.
You
You
don't-
don't need to tell them.
Okay.
Well, continue. Continue. Do it
But
for
you don't
them.
have to be in abject poverty before you are
Yeah.
poor. My dear, if you want something and you cannot achieve it yet, you are poor of that at that particular
Like
moment.
now, I want to go to Mozambique.
You cannot go to Mozambique like Lọ sí Ìbàdàn. Oh, tí lọ sí Ìbàdàn, ó fẹ́ lọ sí Mozambique, baby.
Mozambique.
That
How many people at this your age they go Mozambique?
that means I'm poor.
No, it's not about being poor.
Oh,
How
yeah,
many
yeah,
people your age they go
You are
Mozambique?
reaching. You're not poor, you're reaching.
The standard do it, they you sef you do good for
You
person.
get there.
The person they look up to you now.
But that look down.
Because like serious, we have to be contented with what we have. And like living your standard, you know when to like okay, this clothes I know say people they wear them every day, but you know say na December I go wear am. Dey contented. They grind.
Whoa.
People they live on 40k per month.
Yeah.
Shey they live for 40k per month.
I won't say.
Yeah, what's I want baby. You go and want to see about people like the standard way they live.
Yeah.
You believe that is not okay. People are very comfortable. People are praying for that. So like where you are, you guys live according to your standard. So it's about your personal truth. It's about your own yourself. People you see on internet, they are just plain envious, selfish. I don't know. There are people that are not on the internet that are working hard.
Sure.
And they are not ranting about poverty, this, poverty, that. We believe faith is not something you can control. We are born there, so you just have to work. And just know.
Are you Christian or
Christian?
What's it?
Already. Well, I feel like you both have said a lot, right? You said the bad parts and you've also said possible solutions. Be contented. That will in a way help you not to be envious or feel jealous or feel less of your society, right?
Actually.
So yeah, moving on to my next question. What are some long-term effects of childhood poverty on adult life and opportunities?
As much as I would love to talk about the positive part, I would say
things.
it's sometimes discouraging. It's because when you want something, poverty, you don't have the network. You don't have sometimes like okay, you leave school now, they find job. You don't get connection. You don't get anything. You go grind. If people they grind 10 years with certificates, they do menial jobs. So I can say it's very discouraging sometimes. So it has a lot of bad effects.
Yeah, well, actually go what you said, because sometimes some people say, okay, 4 years in school is amounting to nothing, but it doesn't work for rich people like that. After school, some people, in fact, they have a job waiting for them. So poverty in that sense, like me now, after school, I'm going. God will make way. Don't let me get.
Okay, so when I heard this question, the way I thought about it, I was just thinking about the likely things that can be in an individual's life at adulthood points, right? That can be caused by poverty. And I just thought about, okay, stigma. Some people have it in the back of their mind that, okay, because I came from a poor background, I will never be good enough. I will never reach this type of place. I will never do this type of thing just because of the surrounding that they were brought up in. Do you understand? So yeah, I thought about stigma. And then I also thought about the fact that most people that are now in abject poverty, it came from a continuous line of poverty. And if they don't leave that mentality, if they don't stop that idea of I'll never make it. My parents did it, my parents continued in it, my grandparents continued in it. So maybe I should just continue in it. So that's
they feel so comfortable.
Exactly. You feel so comfortable living from hand to mouth. Like
no ambition.
Like
no ambition, nothing.
They just feel so comfortable.
Exactly. So that is another thing that I thought about. So those are like the long-term impacts that it can have on your life.
Have you thought about something like bitterness? Have you seen people bullying like people in high places? They say because like okay, at your age you are wearing this type of shoe, right? This type of clothes. No man, I parents they provide them, but they will feel like as my own age I don't feel afford them.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that happened recently to me. Okay, somebody gifted me a romper. You know a romper? So I know I wore it out and okay, I went out and somebody was like, okay, I love your romper. She messaged me. I was like, okay, how much did you get it? So I was like, I said, it's not really expensive. She said, it's not expensive. Like, she was expecting me to say something like 12K. It was gifted. So I asked the person that gifted me. She was not like, it's 3.5. Me, what's my own? See, even if I wear some clothes out, you will know, I will not tell you the price. You will assume because I won't wear it anyhow. So I told her that, okay, this romper is 3.5. Do you know what she posted next on her status? She was like, bad the way they wear 3.5. No be bad you, not bad you. I just looked at the post. You cannot pressure me. I swear to
It's
God.
like a mentality.
Yeah.
That's
Are you a
my own
baddie?
mentality.
I never said I was a baddie, but if you see me,
Do you want to be a baddie?
no, I don't think I have the
Why
strength.
do you want to like this?
I don't think I have the
This is why
strength.
okay.
Are you interested in baddies?
Why you dey put me for trap?
So actually, if it's another person that have checked the post, she will feel pressured that okay, I think I should do better. I'm for I feeding money, be buying.
I just dey think of
expensive
something like
clothes.
this. Say
Please.
poverty, like poor man. You no
Even-
fit marry girl wey get money o. Like go dey look say
Why?
omo
My
me I go
friend.
carry bag wey all my salary where e dey go. I go use am buy weekend.
No, it depends.
This is
Shey your body
understanding.
get money, abi your body dey live fake life.
Shey my body
Mm.
when me spend body wan be understanding girlfriend.
No, body cannot be understanding girlfriend.
we are
Let's
not
see.
Eh, so na
Is it that
poverty na
thing?
poverty
Is
go
it
make me
that-
choose person wey I no like.
Exactly.
Person
Yeah.
I like go different. Poverty go
Baba-
make me choose another person na.
True.
Okay. So we're going to do like a quick 2 second or 30 seconds rather. Everybody is to say like one poverty experience, because you cannot tell me that there's no poverty experience that you have not had in your life. So you say one poverty experience
I want to
that
start
you
crying.
had in your life and what you learned from it. From
You
it.
go tell us which experience too.
And you tell us which
You tell
Yeah,
experience.
na
us.
you go
You-
tell us.
I-
We know. how
No
to-
before mainland they born you.
Ah.
The
Oh,
Maryland.
yeah. Continue. Make she go
Who's going
ladies
first?
first.
Please don't cry. We don't have tissue.
Anyways, okay, poverty experience. Okay, I really can. It's very broad. But let me pick.
You want to pick? So you have many.
Ah. Hey. Okay, poverty experience. I remember. Okay, when we moved, moving to a new site, we moved from a rented apartment. At first, we were staying. I grew up. I was born at Amakore, so when we were in Lagos, for sometimes the landlord was just like everybody should move out and go to like my parents are not. I can't say we are poor. Well, if you are poor, there's somebody that is poorer than you, from the poorer to the poorest. So we moved to this place. It's a new site. Oh God! Remember the first day my mom and my dad went. My mom literally ran back. I know my dad wants to use that for ritual. So I know that okay, if there is this money, they won't be there. So we went there and it was really a whole lot of struggle. Fetching water. In fact, I don't know I can do some work. They use head carry sand. So they for building. So there are some things that ordinarily now you cannot tell me to come apart. No.
So what did you learn from this experience? How has it helped you?
Okay, looking at from my
adult life.
dad angle, my dad will say, what is not okay is coming to be more than enough. Something like let me put it in the ohun tí ò tó ó ń padà bọ̀ wá ṣẹ́kù.
We'll interpret for you later.
Yeah, use your get it. So I just learned okay, endurance, patience, and consistency. Don't be too comfortable in poverty. Be ready to do more than your capacity, but still calm. Take it easy. So that's what I'll say about it for me.
Andrew, your experience.
Yeah,
30 minutes. Nishoki.
Andrew, no forget.
Abi 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Nishoki.
Let me talk
Okay,
about
okay.
you.
Let me say a recent
talk about my
experience.
own that kind of thing.
Man, let me talk about a recent experience. I went to a party, like a wedding 2 weeks ago.
Ah,
It's
Go with
Saturday.
you are a rich boy. But
No.
continue.
I just put your price. Now, as per say, I don't get money.
We know,
Rasi.
we understand.
So,
Continue.
there's this friend of mine I met there. He carry jelly.
ah.
So I come ask her and
As
say,
you don't
I
carry
him
am-
greet me.
Oh.
It's been a while. I've seen him like 6 years ago. So I can't greet her. What's up? So just the talk. You can't tell me, say, for bro, is sabi biology. He never enter school. Can't teach me biology.
somebody that have GN.
One teaching biology, I can't talk to your guy.
Don't
Why
everybody
they
wey
want
know way.
me?
No more easy.
Man, I'm going to teach you biology. I say, me teach me money, can they motivate me? Imagine. They tell me, say, you no get education. Say, you know me. Say, na education be the future. I come there and say, me, I get education. I never
So
know.
you felt poor in that moment you are being.
Oh boy, pay me.
I can feel your pain.
So what
That
did you
kind
learn?
of-
What did you learn from that? Go to school, abi? That's what
See, I
you
want
learned.
Go to school.
Me, I go to reach.
Bomb.
I beg.
How soon they bomb?
Karamon soon.
Okay. Hey,
My rich experience 1 year.
I'm really thinking of one
My rich
point.
experience plenty.
No, it's not that.
Too much.
It's not that. But I think the one that I will never forget in my life is when I was younger. I had like a health issue, right? And they had to like perform a surgery for me. I've had an appendix problem for like over a year before this time, and I needed money for surgery, right? We needed money for surgery. Guy, there was nobody on earth that my daddy did not call that time. We did not have it. Like, we did not have it.
Wow.
And it was at the point where it was becoming unbearable. The whole pain was that even after we did the operation, the doctor was like, the appendix was almost bursted in my body. So, that just made me feel like shit, honestly. So, like, that's the poorest moment I've ever had.
Are
in
your
my
parents
life.
Christians?
Sorry.
Yes.
At least CSC members.
Yes.
They not carried you to church.
They not carry me to church. Oh. My parents don't believe in that thing.
That's 2 points
If your
that
child
here
is
now.
sick,
They will
go to
carry
the
you to
hospital.
church. They pray for you.
No,
There's
if
this
your child is
poverty
sick,
mentality
please go to
says-
the hospital.
For my
Go
mom,
carry
they
am
don't
to
carry
church.
pikin wey get kidney
Go to the
problem. Come
hospital
dey
if
pray
you
for
are
am.
sick.
You know
Don't
what
go
was
to
pass?
church.
Person would a good church 5 times a week. They pray to God,
And
may you
still
rich,
dey
and you
poor.
no work.
You know work now.
God they
Go
don't do
shop.
ritual for you. And there's this part
Na
we
God dey
skip
run am.
medical parts. Like when we are poor, we can't afford
Afford,
hospital, we
yeah.
can't afford many things. There are people wey wan born. There's this person now at my place of work where I do internship right now. There's this person, they are gathering money to pay for the pregnant wife. She's on labor. She had triplets. 2 died. Remaining 1. So
I don't know wetin.
it's lack of the hospital wey dem go bí a ní hospital yẹn jù lé lọ wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe CS fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀
That was not hospital.
but 2 died.
They believe
Yeah,
in
baby's
miracles.
house.
So that's like a part where poverty plays a very big role.
Yeah.
The mother could have died and everyone could have died. That's when they can't afford medical surgery. I've seen people Lagos garage everywhere. They can't pay for, they'll be begging because of surgery, because of like they are sick.
So, anyways, me, what did I learn from my experience? Only God did for you.
Nobody dey.
Nobody did, but people did, sha. But God did for you, and trust in God. I hope this topic was insightful. I hope you learned a thing or two. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for watching the video. Mwah. And if you're new to this channel, follow for more. Subscribe. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for being on the show, and we'll see you guys in our next video.
Come on.
Bye.
Come in for more poverty.